happens if that 17A is removed? Are they still required to prove their, like with liquidated damages, do they have to show that loss, or is that still, you've agreed that the damages are going to be this amount and they can enforce that?
Yeah, look, really, I don't think it's necessary on its own. So it's really just a it's really just a provision to clarify the operation of the liquidated damages regime. But if we looked at the definition of liquidated damages, that in itself is clear enough to make it is clear enough such that it operates as a predetermined amount that's recoverable as a debt due and payable on demand, just by its nature as liquidated damages. So really, that's just a clarification clause. So you agree in advance that liquidated damages rate is has been calculated in good faith, and it represents the amount that the principal honestly expects to lose per day of delay if you're late. You know, there are theoretical doctrines they're not theoretical, they're actual doctrines, legal doctrines in relation to penalties, what they call penalties, which is where it's inconceivable on the evidence that on any view of the realities of a particular contract, the principal could possibly have expected to suffer the amount of loss per day that's represented in the liquidated damages clause. So you can attack an LD's clause on those grounds and say, well, it's not actually a genuine pre-estimate of actual losses to be incurred per day of delay. It's a penalty. It's meant there as it's there as a punishment for being late. Now that's there, but I'm not aware of a single case in common law history where that kind of argument has been run successfully. I'm just not aware of anyone actually having done that. So you're stuck with it, and that's why they put that in there. You've agreed and they've agreed in advance that whatever liquidated damages rate has been prescribed in the contract represents a genuine pre-estimate of loss per day of delay.